Okay, so now we are going to start the painting. As you see, we are using this light blue. There's two blues that you're going to see in the box that I give you, so I'll mark the one that you're going to use as they look very similar. So you're going to use this blue, purple, orange, green, black, white, brown, yellow, and magenta or fuchsia. The only color that you're not using is the red. So you're using, and there's also like a creamish color in there that you're not using as well. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 colors. You don't have to put a lot of paint. The paint is very liquidy, this particular company. So you do not have to squeeze hard. It's already pre-mixed for you, so you don't have to worry about mixing either. So I'm gonna start with a little bit of water next to my blue, because this is the one I'm gonna use the underpainting for. And you're gonna use your large brush, and you're gonna have them cover the whole thing, left to right, top to bottom. If you feel that their underpainting or their sketch is not dark enough, please make sure to help them darken their painting. I'll add a marker in your box so that you can help them if you feel that their sketch isn't dark enough. I just don't want to, actually, you know what, I'm not going to do the marker with this one because it's a white puppy, so you're going to see that black outline. And I just don't want that to happen for this painting. So just darken it with your pencil. Okay, so left to right, top to bottom, I'm covering the whole painting with this blue color, because that's the color of the background. And this is just a wash, and it just seals in their pencil mark so that it doesn't contaminate their paint, and so that it also seals in the pencil, and it preps the canvas to get ready to paint. So once they do that, you could have them paint the sides if you'd like. Then they're going to take a paper towel, and they're drying off in a circular motion, and this will even out their wash. I can't do it properly because I'm holding the camera with my other hand, but circular motion. Brittany, you've seen this before. And the reason why I'm saying Brittany is because she's one of the instructors that's going to be teaching this painting. We are doing this for our birthday party. Okay, so you're going to take now the background color. So you're going to pick up some blue paint, lift it on your paintbrush, put it in a new area, pick up some white paint, put it next to the blue paint, and they're gonna cross mix. So you're not gonna just mix it all. You wanna make sure that it's the right color first. Always have them pull the paint from the side. Don't have them pull the paint from the top because it contaminates the paint. And then you can just have them very gently paint around the puppy. And this is the background color. And it could be different shades as far as different lightnesses and darknesses, because this is a very loose painting. So some areas are lighter than others, so very gently outline the puppy first, then fill in the background. Okay, now I'm going on the other side. Gently outlining, then I'm filling in the background, picking up some more paint, gently outlining, then filling in. So make sure you have them outline it first. So outline the background, then fill in. So I'm outlining all around the puppy, and then I'm filling in. Once all the background is done, you're gonna have them paint the sides. So I'm not going to do that because I'm going to have to put down the camera if I do that, but you're going to have them paint this side, this side, this side, this side, and this side. So all 4 sides. And both of my instructors have seen that before. Okay, so now the background is done. I'm going to clean my brush with my water over here, and I'm going to gently dry my brush on the paper towel. I'm not going to jam the brush, I'm just lightly flipping my brush from side to side. Okay, so the dog is mostly white. So I'm going to start off with my white paint. It's still clean because, again, we're not dipping from the top, we're dipping from the sides. And I'm just going to paint this white color all over the dog. And I'm going to still show my lines. So I'm not covering my lines. I'm just going around my lines. Okay, so I'm filling this whole puppy in white. Very gently. I'm going to do the ear here. Okay, my lines are still exposed, so I know what the drawing looks like. I don't want the white to cover the sketch, so I'm exposing the lines. Their large brush is going to be bigger than mine. My large isn't as big as yours, so make sure to have them do this part with the medium brush. They could do the background with the large brush and painting the puppy with the medium brush. Okay, I'm going to get some more white. I'm just going to place the video down here like so. I'm going to give myself another little squeeze of the white paint. Okay, so now I'm re-dipping, going around the eyes, going around the nozzle, going around, and they could be very short brush strokes because again this is a very impressionistic painting, so the brush strokes don't have to be long, they could be very short, quick brush strokes. And they could be in various directions. They don't have to be going all in the same direction. Okay, so once you get all the white on there, you're gonna rinse out your brush, and then you're gonna do it rectangle by rectangle. So, for instance, I like to repeat colors, so if I'm doing yellow, I'm gonna start off with the yellow, and then wherever the yellow is, I'm going to repeat it so that they don't have to pick up the color again. So I'm going to start with this first rectangle here, and I'm going to get my medium brush. I'm going to add the yellow paint. The yellow is brighter down here, so I'm actually going to start here first before I have to mix it with another color. Because in other places the yellow isn't as bright. So I think that's the only bright area. So now I'm going to mute it a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit of the brown in there so that it's not so bright. And I'm going to put a little bit of white because it's lighter and duller. So now I have this like creamier color. I'm going to add a little bit more brown. Depending on your comfortability, if you think they can handle adding the brown, then do it. If you think that'll get too dark and you don't want them to darken, the yellow too much, then don't have them add the brown. Just keep it all one yellow. And add some here on the foot. Add a little bit on this side, a little bit on that side, a little bit here. Okay, so now all the yellow's done. So I'm starting with my lighter colors so I don't contaminate my other paints as drastically, and the water. I'm keeping the water cleaner. All right, so we're going to move on to, there's a light blue in here, so let's get that light blue. It's kind of like the background color. So I'm going to get some on the ear over here, above the eye here. And on this ear here. If the colors mix a little bit, that's okay. This is a very splotchy painting anyway. A little bit underneath that eye. So when I say mix, if the color turns green because you have the yellow and the blue, that's okay. You don't have to blow dry it in between colors. You could just make sure that they separate it as much as possible, but you don't have to worry about if they mix a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to get this light purple. So I'm taking a little bit of the purple, putting it in a new area, scooping up a little bit of the white, putting it in the new area next to the purple. Then I'm going to go around the muzzle here. I think before I said the nozzle. It's called a muzzle. And I'm going to put some over here. And then a little bit of light purple there. Then a little bit of purple over there. And then the purple gets darker. So if you want, you could just use some of that darker purple since you have it on your brush already. Okay. So now I'm going to clean my brush again. And I'm going to get some of this orange in here. So I'm pulling in the orange. The orange in the painting is a little bit more duller, so I'm going to add some brown to this. Again, if you think they'd make it too dark, then just have them do the color straight out of the tube. I don't see any orange in any other area, so I think I'm just going to keep it there. Maybe a little bit here on the foot. Oh, and a little bit here on this outside ear.